Hello everybody, the reason why I'm creating this video is because I've now made the decision to walk from Galway to Dublin tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and I'll be leaving Galway at around 8 or 9 o'clock for my local village, and it's going to take me approximately 40 hours to get there, depending on how fast my legs can get me there. It's going to be about a 192 kilometre walk, but the reason why I'm doing it is just because I'm so sick of just listening to this whole non-stop coronavirus propaganda that's on the radio all the time, all this coronavirus propaganda that's on the TV and on the internet. The amount of horror stories that I'm hearing linked to the whole coronavirus lockdown. There's been multiple suicides. There's been women with young children dying in tents. There's been so many horror stories happening all over the country at the moment. And I can't listen to anymore. And I think I genuinely need to get out there and I need to fight for this country. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm a free man in a free country. And no government or no Gardaí Síochána has a right to tell me where I can or can't go. And the reason why we have freedom to walk around this country is because our ancestors fought to ensure that that could happen. And the only reason why we're not being prosecuted or with guns pointed to our heads is because of the blood that was spilt to guarantee your freedom in this country. And people are welcome to join me along this quest. If you're interested in joining me at any point along the way, I'll be posting up the route I'll be taking. I probably won't have much internet usage over the next 2 days because obviously I'm going to have to preserve some batteries, so I'll be doing relevant videos along the way, turn off my phone just to maintain battery supply until I get up to Dublin itself. And as far as I know, there's another man who's going to be walking up from Cork as well. He's going to be walking from Cork to Dublin to present a letter from the Archbishop of Ireland. And it's just basically to point out that the last time Ireland wasn't allowed to practice their religion or the Catholic faith was in the early 1800s, and the penal laws weren't appealed until I believe in the early 1800s, where up until that point we were actively prevented from practicing our faith. So I'm putting up a good fight. I think just in regards to everything, businesses being closed down, people's livelihoods being destroyed, taxi drivers, everything. Everything is being destroyed. And if you're one of those people who's sitting back and it's just oh, I'm getting the COVID unemployment payments, and you're swearing at people and you're cursing at them and telling them to wear a mask just so you can stay for as long as possible on that payment, you are forgetting the fact that there are people struggling all across this island. I remember I was up in Dublin at very early stages of this lockdown, and nearly every single person walking up and walking around that city was stopping me, asking me, looking for money. And that was the point of where I realised how serious the homeless crisis is in this country. And those homeless people up in Dublin, they rely on the activity of that city. And they rely on people giving them a little bit of change so they can buy a cup of tea to keep themselves warm, or they can buy a sandwich, or they can book a room in a hostel. And nearly every single person was stopping me walking up that street, and because there's nobody around, and it was just homeless people. So these are the people that I'm fighting for. This is the country that I don't want to live in, and I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. And if anybody's interested in joining me for this walk, you're fully welcome to do it. Get in contact with me, and let's do this. Let's do this, because it's time for action. I can't sit back anymore. I'm sick of listening to the news. I'm sick of listening to horror stories. I'm sick of listening to the fear, unnecessary fear, that the government is throwing into people's hearts. And I am a free man, and I'm a free man in my own country, and I'm going to exercise that right. And I'll exercise that right until I die. And you're welcome to join me, and thank you very much for listening. Hello everybody, I'm just about to leave my house now as I head on my way to up to Dublin. It's been a long day. the wind is going to be at my back because it's blowing in from the west, so I won't be walking against the wind. And, I guess my first stop off is going to be, I'll probably get to Lochray first. I'll probably get into Lochray probably in the next 4 to 5 hours, and I'll be keeping you updated as I go along. And once I get to Lochray, then I'll probably sit down, have a nice cup of tea and a quick sandwich and all that sort of stuff. But the whole way from here to Lochray now, it's going to be all kind of country roads. But if I've got a pair of wellies with me as well, because there's been an awful lot of rain over the past like day or so, so like I might come across a bit of flooding along the way. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a journey, and like I'm doing this just for every single person that has struggled over the past few months, both mentally, financially, and I guess like just the people who have come to a point of where like they weren't able to take it anymore. And it's just like the amount of unnecessary suicides and the amount of horror stories I've been hearing over the past few weeks is absolutely crazy. Apparently there's been a 35% increase in homeless deaths across the country, and the fact that they're boasting about the fact that the homeless figures are actually going down, when in fact that homeless people are actually dying on the street, it just shows what this current government is like. But I'm looking forward to this journey, and I don't see it in any shape or form as being in any way like I'm more than happy and willing to do it, because like even with the weather today, like people have to live through that every single day. Like, you know what I mean, to wake up and there's wind blowing in their faces and it's pissing rain, like, and all they want is just a small bit of money to buy themselves a cup of tea, like, and they go outside and beg all day just to get money so they can actually like just buy a hostel or just buy a room in a hostel, like, just so they're not stuck outside for the day. So I guess like I'm just incredibly frustrated with everything that has happened over like I'm just frustrated with absolutely everything that has happened over the past like few months or so. And I guess like I'm going to use that passion and frustration to get me over the finishing line, and hopefully I should be there by Monday latest anyways. But I'm going to carry on anyways, and I'll keep you updated as I go along anyways. I've got a power bank, so I'll charge up my phone whenever I can anyways, and I'm just going to maintain things for as long as possible. But thank you everybody for the support, and I'm going to battle through this, and I'll keep you updated as things go on, and hopefully my legs will get me there. But it shouldn't be a problem. Like people used to do this like over and over again, like the older generations, and I guess it's good to relive whole time Ireland in a sense. But thank you very much for all the support, guys, and I shall see you all soon.
So your journey has started?
Journey has started.
Fair play to you, lad.
Sorry, what's your name there?
John Donnelly, a Wexford man walking in Galway.
So you have to do it. You have to enjoy the old country roads, you know.
That's it, yeah.
But
what exactly do you do anyway? Apart from me, obviously. Why did you say you'd walk down to Dublin?
Well, see, it's just a restriction of movement that's in Ireland at the moment.
Right.
Because see, like they're basically telling us like we can't go 5 kilometres outside our home.
That's
like,
right. I heard something about that somewhere.
And it's a free country in that sort of way, you know.
So you're using your inalienable right to travel throughout your own country?
Exactly, yeah.
All right.
Like it's the way I see it anyways. Like it's just because like it is our ancestral homeland. Like yes. and nobody has the right to affect to tell us where we can or can't go. Like, you know.
I heard something at school, all right, that we're being Irish, we're allowed to walk around our own country.
So like.
Oh, Miss Kelly told me.
But see, if you look at what's happening at the moment, like the government's after telling people that they can't bring people home for Christmas.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. But see, they didn't close down the borders. And the reason why they won't close down the borders is because we're part of the EU. So like, why do people have freedom of movement into the country, but like we don't have freedom of movement throughout our own country, and that's the way, you know.
Yeah, but Irish is intelligent, and the way it passes from Irish people to Irish people, it doesn't apply to people from Azerbaijan.
Yeah, exactly.
Or perhaps, of course, it could be a case of the government taking the piss.
It only applies to Irish people. But
Yeah.
I know, but see, like we're actually dealing with a different coronavirus right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's actually COVID 20.EU1 or something like that.
Oh, right. Oh, jeez. I wouldn't go up and I don't watch TV. I wouldn't keep up. And I'm glad I don't watch TV because I hear people saying that there's about this 5 kilometre, but a place to
Well, say if you were like, like if you're essential, like to let you out, but like because the checkpoints, like they're just stopping everybody, and it's just like, okay, well, like where are you going? Are you essential, like in that sort of way? So,
well, just that last Friday I went from Galway to Whitechurch, and then I went from Whitechurch up to GP once. The opposition should be having a field there, using like Professor Dolores Cahill and other experts who totally dismiss the government's point of view. Any opposition would have a field there, like, if there were genuine opposition.
It isn't too bad now, like I'm actually looking to it because the wind's actually helping.
What's your plan? Are you going to tent or keep walking? Or?
I'll keep walking for as long as possible. It's like, it could be rough during the night, like in that sort of way, but
have you got a camp or?
Well, like I've got a very heavy kind of task here, so I hold things close, but yeah, I'm only a few minutes away from Knockray now. I'm probably going to have a nice cup of tea after all of that. So I've got the first 20 kilometres done, and then I have another 170 kilometres to get to Dublin, and so I think after Loughrea I'll be going to Kilreekle, then after that I'll be going through Kiltormer, and I'll be heading on my way to Offaly. And once I get out of Galway, then that'll be a big kind of step up, and but so far so good. It's well worth it. I'm actually enjoying so far. Like it's very meditating, but the cause is definitely worth it, because like this is nothing compared to what an awful lot of homeless people have to go through up in Dublin, or all across Ireland, or all across the world. You have to sit on the side of the streets and just beg for money and hope that somebody's going to give them a bit of change just to keep them going. And I'm well out of the 5 kilometre range as specified by the Irish government, and this going back to the whole point of I'm a free man in my own country, and I have every right to go anywhere I want across this island, because like this is the island in which my ancestors fought for, and I'm going to carry on this journey right until the very end. I'm looking forward to a cup of tea, a nice good old sandwich, and let's continue it on. Thank you very much everybody for all of the support, all of the messages, just offering me cups of tea and stuff all along the way, and like it's much appreciated. And if I do feel as if I need a bit of help along the way, like I will reach out to you, and I will probably look like you just have to probably charge my battery at some stage. Did I find any tunnels? No, I didn't find any tunnels here, Martin. The only tunnels I found was probably a railway bridge, this big massive humpback bridge that was going over a railway track, but I didn't find any tunnels. Like I'm not that mad, I wasn't digging or anything like that, but sure, if I find anything close, but sure, I'll let you know. But thank you everybody for the support so far, and I'm going to keep watching because I'm actually dying for a cup of tea. Thanks very much.
Health Act 1947 is amended, okay? Like I said to you, that was out on the 22nd of October, okay? Regulation 5, okay, provides that an applicant person not leave his or her place of residence without reasonable excuse, okay? So what constitutes reasonable excuse for the purpose of Regulation 5.1 is provided in Regulation 5.2, okay? Food, beverages, fuel, medicinal products, medicinal devices,
mental health
or appliances, medical or health supplies or products, okay? Essential items for the health and welfare of animals, or supplies for the essential upkeep and functioning of the person's place of residence. Right?
Just out of curiosity, who actually called you and who told you my name? Can I know that because like just under in regards to like data protection and all that sort of stuff, I want to know the exact name of the person who actually called you up to get me to get.
You can contact the solicitor, Alan, and they can request that information. All right.
I don't have to. I want to find out now because.
So listen to me. Listen to me now. Okay.
Okay, Alan.
Under section 31A, under section 31A, okay, of the Health Act 1947, okay. I suspect, okay, that you're contravening.
By who?
Okay, Regulation 5.
Who told you?
Okay.
Who told you? That's the question.
You just did.
I didn't tell you my name. You know my name.
Listen to me. I'm going to ask you your name now. All right.
You told me what my name is. You know what my name is. So somebody told you
your name.
Well, what my name is, and somebody told you to be here to harass me.
Listen to me now. Under section 31A9 of the Health Act 1947, okay, I'm going to demand your name and address.
But
okay.
you already know my name. That's the thing. You've already stated my name without asking my details. You said my name.
What's your name then?
I have it on tape.
What's your name then?
You
Alex
said. Yeah, sure. You know my name already.
People in the town, you're undertaking a non-essential journey.
How is it a non-essential journey?
We don't want to be here in an argument with you, okay?
I'm doing it for charity purposes.
It's free to vote, okay? I'm just demanding your name, okay?
I actually find it extremely
I'm demanding your name
essential.
under the Health Act 1947, okay? Section 31A, okay? You want to give me your name?
You already have my name.
I don't have your name.
You have my name because you stated my name.
Are you refusing to give me your name?
You stated my name already.
I know your name is Alan, that's all I know.
But who told you my name is Alan?
Doesn't matter who told me, okay? I am demanding your name, okay? And address under section 31A9 of the Health Act 1947.
This is so
okay.
crazy.
I must also inform you that failure refusal to do that, okay, is a specific offence, okay, and I must also inform you that if you don't give me your name and address, okay, you could be arrested.
Why do you need a piece of paper to tell me all of this? Because you know it's absolute nonsense. And you know for a fact it isn't standard procedure to be stopping somebody walking on the side of the road, like exercising their freedom of travel. Why
I just informed you what offences you were committing, okay?
I'm just making you aware if you are live on Facebook as of now.
That's absolutely perfect, okay? That's no problem.
There's no issue with you making our part.
I know it's grand, like, but it's
Do you want to give me your name and address?
Well,
I've demanded it of you, okay, under the law. Okay, I've also informed you that failure of refusal to provide me with your name and address is a specific offence and you could be arrested.
But what crime have I committed?
That's a last resort, okay?
What crime have I committed,
You're contravening, okay, Regulation 5 of the COVID Regulations 2020.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, but as in standard procedure,
okay.
those are, like those laws...
You want to give me your name and address?
I have no problem giving you my name and address, but I haven't committed a crime.
And you will then have complied, okay, with my requirements. That's fair enough.
I'm just going to explain it to you. Like, what's happening now is his complete breach of our constitutional rights. Now, like, they went off and found a loophole in the 1947 Health Act, and that's the only reason why you're enacting this law as of now. Like, there's plenty of scientific evidence, like to state that we aren't undergoing a pandemic, and you're only prohibiting me from just walking up the bloody street here. Like, I've every right to do whatever I want. In fact, what I'm doing, a lot of people actually support, and they actually think it's quiet.
That's absolutely fine, Alan. That's your opinion, there's no problem, okay? I've demanded your name now, okay, under the Health Act 1947. Are you going to provide me with your name and address as I demanded?
Well, I can give you my name and address.
Well, can you come over here so I can write it down so please, so I can hear you?
If you want to call that to your address, there's no problem.
It's grand.
It's up to yourself. No issue.
His name is Alan Sweeney.
Alan Smith?
You know my name already, it's Alan Sweeney.
I can't hear you.
Alan Sweeney.
Alan Sweeney. And your address, Alan?
What do you for Alan?
Hey look, five people died in Dublin this week. 5 homeless people died. Like, did you know that?
Yeah.
Like they went off and said the homeless figures are going down in Dublin. Yet homeless deaths in Dublin have increased by 35%. Like, I've every right to exercise my freedom of travel. Like, I'm fighting for a very good reason. There's people killing themselves. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like 150,000 people lost their jobs.
Can I get your address, please?
Like, on Thursday, this is very real.
Can I get your address?
I mean, we're also at the front line of the mental health battle, and you know it's not easy in our job either. We're trying
Of
to
course,
help people as much
and I'm
as we
fine
can,
for
you know.
yourselves as well. Like, it's why I'm saying this whole situation is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I know.
this is the last thing you guys have to be doing.
Unfortunately, Alan, we have a job to do, whether we like it or not. Okay.
Yeah, but who
We
instructs you to do this, and who told you what my name
we
was?
have to enforce the law. Do you know what I
Like,
mean?
that's the question.
Can you understand that?
Of course.
Yeah. Can I just get your address, Alan? And your date of birth?
Date of birth is 10/6/1989.
And your address?
No fixed abode.
Are you getting help with that situation?
Well, it's what I'm doing. It's why I'm out here. It's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because
Are you fundraising, Alan, or something? Or
I'm creating awareness because your time's being wasted, my time's being wasted. People are losing their jobs. People are jumping into rivers. People are losing their businesses. Homeless people are dying on the street. Like that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, this is crucial work. Like, I'm creating awareness. Like this is so ridiculous, guys. Like we wouldn't have been doing this a year ago. Do you want to know what I was doing this time last year? I climbed Crow Patrick barefoot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not easy.
That's
It's
what
not
I do.
easy. Yeah. I did it once and it was enough.
so, Alan, you're travelling from Galway to Dublin to raise awareness.
About multiple suicides across the country, about the 35% increase in homeless deaths that are currently...
Just hold on a second now, because I'm going to write this down. Travelling from Galway to Dublin
To raise awareness.
about suicide,
Yep,
homelessness,
yep.
and which else?
People losing their businesses, 150,000 people lost their jobs there last Thursday. 50% of restaurants are potentially closing.
Alan, you're going to have to slow down. I can't write that fast.
I know, it's grand.
I'm down for lots of business. Okay. I'm just informing you now, Alan, right? Okay, I've read you the law, okay? Okay, and I'm giving you a direction now to return home, okay? Because you're breaching the COVID regulations 2020, okay? As well as the Health Act 1947, okay? Okay, a very, very last resort, okay, would be for us to arrest you, okay? We don't want to do that.
Sure, what have we done? Hey look, I'm going to tell you one. I got Garda Fish like in February. Like I've gone 30 years without having a criminal history, and believe me, I'm not going to be prosecuted for walking up to Dublin, and I'm going to continue my travels. 30 years. 30 years, I'm telling you now, 30 years.
It won't be my decision
I've gone
anyway,
without having a criminal conviction, and I've told you what happened. They're completely abusing the 1947 Health Act. It's what they're doing. You have no right to stop me in my travels and what I'm doing. Like,
Look, Helen, we're just trying to do our job, alright?
That's all.
It's nothing personal against you. I don't know you from Adam.
look, the fact you went off, you pulled up the fan. I have it on video, you stated my name before you even asked me my name.
Yeah, because I knew your name was Ellen.
Yeah, and
I
who
didn't
told
know anything else.
And who told you that, sir?
I got a call on the radio to come out here.
And who told you what my name
Like,
was?
that's the way it works. We don't have direct contact with the people who call us, okay? We're only sent a call. We're only driving around the town, okay, to answer calls, alright? I'm just informing you now, Ellen, okay? And I'm directing you to return home, okay? And stop undertaking an non-essential journey, okay? Okay, down the line, okay, you could be prosecuted for this, okay? I'm just informing you that, Helen, okay? I'm not saying you will, I'm not saying you won't, but it'll be out of my hands, it won't be my decision, alright?
Yeah, but
okay.
But so what am I doing? Like,
Okay, you
comply
with my requirements, okay? You've given your name, you've given your address, okay? You told me why you're undertaking this journey, okay?
I'm not breaching the peace.
Alright, okay.
Like,
There's no
I'm
breach
not
of the peace, Alan, but you
breaking
did
any
use bad
requirements.
language, okay?
I didn't use bad language
Okay,
either.
but you used bad language when you arrived up first, okay?
I didn't.
Listen to me now.
I have to have cameras.
We're not going to get into an argument with you, okay? So we're just informing you, okay, of your requirements under these regulations. Alright? We can't be any fairer with you, Alan, okay? Alright?
This is so crazy, guys.
Alright?
Very
Best of luck.
strange time.
I know it is strange times, like, because they found a loophole in the 1947 Health Act.
People are dying.
Like,
we didn't find it.
This isn't supposed to happen. Like they're like they found a loophole in the 1947 Health Act. Like they've given powers to the Gardaí, which will be reversed very fast. Like once all of this is completely like blown out of the water. Like I'm not sure if it's going to take a matter of Trump to be re-elected for perhaps to blow a hole through everything. But like you know what I mean. Like the last thing I want to do is have to sue you. I don't want to sue you because there are teams of solicitors like currently gathering from 30 different countries across the world, like looking at investigation into these situations. So believe me, like the fact you're actually stopping me, it's actually putting you more at risk. And I could potentially sue you for stopping me from travelling freely like across the country. Like I'm just warning you. Like the borders are open. Like the reason why the borders are open at the moment, like why are the borders open and I can't travel 5 kilometres?
You're threatening to sue us.
I could sue you. Like I've every right. This is a free country. Like my relatives have died and fought and bled for this country. Okay. I have every right to walk up these streets.
Who were they?
My family have been here since the 1400s.
Okay.
And now you're telling me. Hey, look, I'm sorry, but I don't follow penal laws.
But unfortunately, Alan, the laws are the laws, okay? We don't make them up, we're only here to enforce them, okay? We've informed you now of the law, okay? And the regulation of breaching, alright? Okay? And we're operating the system, okay? What's called the 4 E's, okay? We're engaging, okay? We're encouraging you to go home, okay? And our last resort is enforcement, alright? Okay. So...
come on, guys, you know better than this, like, you know it's wrong yourselves, like, you know. You know it's completely wrong. You know.
We have a job to do.
I know you have a job to do, like, but at the same time, like, it's just common sense and it's decency now at this stage, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's compassion, it's kindness, it's empathy, and believe me, you should be supporting what I'm doing, like, because what I'm doing is actually formidable.
You just stated there that you're of no fixed abode, okay? Colophone is my name, I'm in Loughrea Garda Station. If there's something that I can do to help you to get accommodation or emergency accommodation at any time, you can contact Loughrea Garda Station. We'll be able to set you up with somewhere to stay and set you up with services if you need them, okay? I'm just telling you that. Okay?
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
So Alan, hopefully we don't see you again. Alright? The best of luck.
It's crazy, guys. Guys, you just saw what happened there. Yeah, I literally got stopped for absolutely no reason at all. Like the whole thing on stream, and like the second I saw the guards pass by me, I knew they were going to turn around and do that. Like, you know what I mean? Before they even asked me for my name, they actually knew my name. So like I went off, I inquired straight out. I asked them like how would they have known my name? So like somebody obviously went off, called them up, like that's that protection breach, that somebody would just literally threaten me for absolutely no reason at all. So like they're just obviously something more personal behind it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Like I might have to take an alternative route just to avoid any further confrontation. Like, but I ain't going to stop doing what I'm doing. Like, because I told them straight out, like I said, I found a loophole in the 1947 Health Act. Like, I have every right to travel up and down this country freely. They have no reason to stop me, and so I will continue to do what I'm doing, like, because they have no right to stop me, you know. But this is just how it goes. Like this is what like this is why I'm doing this. Like the reason why I'm doing this was to make an example of the fact that how can I be a free man in my own country if guards are going to stop me and basically throw penal laws at me, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So like I managed to talk my way out of it anyways. I wasn't arrested. I managed to argue the toss. I stated my rights, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And if they do choose to stop me, thankfully everything's saved on Facebook anyways, and sure we'll keep going, guys. We'll keep going. Like, it's all about the fight for freedom. Like, and I state my reason for doing it. Like, I'm fighting for homeless people. Like, I'm fighting for the people who are jumping off bridges into rivers and everything. What? Like, you know what I mean? But there's people shouting and laughing and everything here, cheering me on, to try and figure out why the guard stops me. Like, you know what I mean? But it's how it goes. Like, I managed to create a bit of an audience. Hey! So it's what it's all about, you know. But I'll see what happens anyways. Like, I might have to find some sort of alternative way. I'm just after I'm still just walking out of Lochray at the moment. Like, I was just after buying a cup of tea, and I'm just approaching the roundabout before you kind of go off to Kilreakin and stuff like that. I don't see them chasing after me around the place. Like, I think they were just stating it just to state in that sort of way. But sure, like, as long as you stay calm, like, and as long as you stay to rights, like, and I went off, I put them in the station straight away, and I told them that they are in breach of my constitutional rights. Like, I could actually potentially sue them. Like, and then he went off and he said, "Oh, well, are you threatening me?" And I said, "No, I'm not threatening you at all. Like it's just, like, if you're going to prevent or breach my constitutional rights to freely travel across this country, like, then, like I can sue them for that act. Like, and once all of this falls apart, like, this whole thing's going to change very, very fast, you know." But thanks very much for watching. I'm actually glad I had my phone in hand for that one, and let's keep the battle going. Cheers, guys. How's it going, everybody? As you could just see there a few minutes ago, I was unlawfully stopped along my travels on my way to Dublin. Of course, it's just not going to stop me from continuing my journey, because I only feel that it's right, and I feel that I'm creating necessary awareness, especially when, like, various sectors such as the hospitality sector is being destroyed, the transport sector is being destroyed, taxi industry is being ruined. Like, Ryanair is after cancelling its services out of Cork Airport, Shannon Airport. Like, but they're cancelling services, like, all around the country, and things that have incurred those businesses over the past few months. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's the cause and effect of this. Like, and the one quote that I have heard an awful lot is that the steps we're actually using are actually worth that. And so, like, so what's the point in implementing all of these laws and regulations and all of the rest if they're only going to come completely disregard them anyways? And it's not helping anybody. Like people are dying unnecessarily. People are committing suicide. Like, they're begging landlords to not evict people. So the consequence of this is a hell of a lot worse than closing down the economy to basically save the lives of people who are severely sick and would be vulnerable to, I guess, influenza and cold fires and various different bugs. And that's the reason why, like, they have signs outside hospitals telling people, like, if you have a cold or flu, or if you have some sort of bug, like, do not come near us. Like, do not come near the hospital. Like, don't come inside. So people exercise their common sense in that regard. But I'm not going to disclose my location, like, just until, like, I get a bit kind of further out of this area, because I don't particularly want to be tracked down, and I don't want to be harassed. But but it's just I'm going to do this I'm doing this for the better good. I'm not going to let intimidation and harassing me deter me from continuing this quest and continuing this journey, because it's too important and it's too crucial. Like as the title goes in my video there, like I am a free man in a free country. Like my family has been in this country since the 1400s, and if you were to tell like my ancestors, they weren't allowed to walk 5 kilometers away from their area, like they tell you to feck off straight away, like, you know what I mean? Like, because like it's only recently that that we've actually allowed ourselves to be ruled by one governance. If you go back to old time Ireland, like we had multiple kingdoms like all over Ireland, and and not just kingdoms had they had their own forms of governance. So you had good kings, you had bad kings, like, and then you had people who chose to like live outside the kingdoms, or you had people who were exiled. So in a sense, like if this was an old kingdom, like I would have effectively been exiled from that kingdom for not going or not following the king's wishes. But like now, because we have this one governance like ruling our country, like, and they have a police force and they're like actually like enforcing the laws of government upon us. Like that's something that should never be imposed on humanity. Like it's especially with the corrupt governments that we have in power at the moment. But like I'm not going to be prevented from carrying on my journey. Like I managed to get a lift a few kilometers up the road, like just to get out of the jurisdiction of the jurisdiction that I was in. Like a very nice woman, she went off, she picked me up and she brought me up a few kilometers up the road. I won't disclose where, like, but like I still have at least 160 kilometers of my journey to complete. I'm going to be going at this for the next while anyways. Like I could potentially be going overnight. Like I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see. But like I'm just trying to do my best now to get out of Galway City, or to get out of Galway County. And once I get out of Galway County, it'll be a different ball game from there. But thank you very much for watching. Nothing's going to stop me. I'll keep going. I'm not a criminal. I have 30 years with a clean history, and I've never been prosecuted. I've never been criminalised, and believe me, like I'm not going to be prosecuted and I'm not going to be criminalised now. Like after 30 years of being an outstanding Irish citizen who only loved this country, and I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, and I'm not going to allow anybody to prosecute me for walking freely across my own island. Thank you very much for watching. I just wanted to wish everybody a very happy Halloween. I guess the times that's in it, it's a very, very unique Halloween 2020, but I guess when I tell my children, when I do have children eventually, what I went as for Halloween 2020, I will tell them that I went as a free Irishman. So I hope you all enjoy your horror movies. I'm not sure about what you're going to watch. If you're going to watch the old Exorcist or Poltergeist or some of the old classics, or I guess some of the more kind of modern Halloween thrillers that are out there, such as Scream. But I hope you all enjoy Halloween and get out there, enjoy it as much as possible. But for Halloween 2020, I went as a free Irishman, and I'm proud to say that. But ooh, ha ha ha! Anyways, I probably shouldn't do that too loud because I'll probably have somebody call the fucking guards to me. But I'll see you, best luck.